Welcome, my dear student. Welcome you again. Welcome you to my class. This is Jamal Hussain, Assistant Teacher English, Kumilla Modern High School. Today I am going to take a class on your English fast paper. It is for class 9 and 10. And I will discuss about a lesson. Before announcing my topic, I would like to share you some pictures, I think, from which we will be able to determine what I am going to discuss today. Look at the picture. And from these several pictures, I think all of you will be able to understand what I am going to show or what I am going to discuss. These are iPod. These are iPod. And look at another picture. This is the picture of iPad. These are the pictures of iPad. Now, this is another picture, and these pictures, from these pictures, you can understand. These are the pictures of iPhones. So now these are iPad, iPhone, and this is the logo of Apple Incorporated. All the devices that you have seen are produced by this company. And so I'm asking you, do you know who founded this company? I think most of you have idea about the founder of this company. There, I'm going to show you three pictures of three persons: Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, Ronald Wayne. Among them, who is familiar to us as the co-founder of Apple? Do you know? Can you answer? Yes, I think you can. And he's Mr. Steve Jobs. And today our lesson is the Wizard of Apple. The Wizard of Apple, and that is the Magician of Apple. It is of your textbook, Unit 7 and Lesson 7. After this lesson, I think you will be able to write true or false, read and understand text, and tell the meaning of some important words also. So, at first, we will read out the whole text, and I will ask you to take your book and open page at 105 of your textbook. Please take your textbook and open page at 105. I will read out the whole text. Then I will give you. I will discuss few unknown words. Then, as you all are staying in your home now, you are not in front of me. I will not be able to give you some group work, but I will give you some homework. That's why at first we will read out the whole text. I'm going to show that. Steve Jobs was born on 24 February 1955 and died 5 October 2011. Most popularly known as Steve Jobs, was the co-founder, chairman, and chief executive officer of Apple Incorporation or Incorporated. He was the pioneer of the personal computer revolution. He was famous for his career in the electronic field of computers and consumers. This became possible through the marketing of Apple computers. Now let's remove the next phrase. In 1985, Jobs left Apple after losing a power battle with the board of directors. He then founded Next, another very popular company in this sector, a computer platform development company specializing in the higher education and business market. Apple, however, failed to bring up any new operating system during Jobs' absence. And Jobs returned to Apple as an advisor and took control of the company as an interim CEO, chief executive officer. By 1998, Jobs brought back Apple to profitability from the verge of bankruptcy. You all know what is the meaning of that. I will discuss later about the meaning of bankruptcy and profitability. And he supervised the development of iMac, iTunes, iPod, iPhone, and iPad. These devices are so simple and user-friendly that even a child can operate them. Even a child can operate them. And from this very era, you can understand the contribution of Mr. Steve Jobs for the company as well as for the users. Let's remove this next paras. He supervised the company's Apple Store. Please notice carefully. iTunes Store and the Apple Store too. The success of these products and service brought about steady financial returns. They are getting some profit in that time, as we all know from the last para that they are in a situation that they are totally unable to pay the loans that they have taken from the bank, and they were on the verge of bankruptcy. But when Mr. Jobs returned here, he took the control and started getting profit from the devices he was making in that time. And the success of these products and service brought about steady financial returns for several years and pushed Apple to become the world's most valuable publicly traded company in 2011. This triumph is regarded as the greatest turnaround in the business history. This is the one of the greatest thing in the field of ICT, we can say, in the field of ICT or technology, that has been brought by these great men. And the contribution of these great men, we can't express in words. Not only for the company, but for the customers or consumers. Steve Jobs has been highly acclaimed as a visionary leader. You all know the visionary meanings. He has changed people's perspective towards the computer and how they use it, consume personal media, and how they communicate with each other. Hence, iBooks, iPhones, iPhones and iPads have become extremely popular. Jobs saw and felt the need of Wi-Fi, that is, wireless internet connection in laptops. This is the very person who have made Wi-Fi as a standard features of every laptop. It is he who made Wi-Fi standard features of every laptop and of many other devices worldwide. So Jobs' dream to be anywhere, anytime became a reality. Jobs also co-founded and served as the chief executive of Pixar Animation Studios. He became a member of the board of directors in 2006 when Disney acquired Pixar Animation Studio. Now, we discuss few new words and their uses in a sentence. And I am now going to request you, whenever you will read a text, first try to understand the whole text first. In that case, you will notice few unknown words, write down those words and their meaning, and if you can, make a sentence of your own by these words. And if you also can, write down the parts of speech of that sentence and write down the antonym and synonym. If you can do all of these, I think this will increase your vocabulary. And if you, whenever you will read any text, try to understand the grammatical use here, the use of articles, use of prepositions, and if you can ask yourself, which sentence is this sentence? Is it assertive, interrogative, imperative, active, exclamatory? Is it simple, complex, and compound? Is it an active voice or passive voice? So if you can ask yourself in this way and notice the use of grammar in that sentence, then I think this will help to enrich your vocabulary also, but at the same time, it will be very benefited for you to have a clear idea about your grammar, And this is the very way you can improve your grammatical part also. These, you can say, this is the Bible of grammar. This textbook is for you, and indirectly you can learn so many grammatical items from there. Okay, now we discuss few important new words. Bankruptcy. Now you can, it's a noun. It's a noun. Here is a noun. And now you can understand the meaning of bankruptcy. Debt. This man is under the weight of debt. The state of being bankrupt. Many companies were facing bankruptcy. You can use it in several sentences, not only this sentence, you can use in your own way. But you have to remember, if you can produce sentences of your own by these words or the synonym of the word, this will help you in so many ways. Pioneer, it's a noun also. A person who is among the first to explore or settle a new country or era. Zainal Abidin is the pioneer of Bangladeshi modern art. Zainal Abidin is the pioneer of Bangladeshi modern art. Or you can say the torchbearer, pioneer also. Triumph. From this very picture, you can understand the meaning of the triumph. A great achievement or success. A great achievement or success. Huge rally was made to celebrate the triumph of Bangladesh cricket. You all know after winning any match when our Tigers returned from abroad. They received always a huge celebration and huge honor. Birds. Birds means an edge or border. And look at the use of the sentence. They came down to the birds of the river. Now, I am going to give you some individual works. At first, you will pause the video for 5 minutes, then read out the sentences that I am giving you and write true or false. If false, write down the correct answer. Then for this, I will ask you to pause the video for 5 minutes, at least 5 minutes. I think it will not take more than 5 minutes. It will take less than 5 minutes, but I am giving you 5 minutes. Then you will write down the answer and check it with my answer. As you are all staying in your home, you are not in front of me. You are staying in home, so I can't give you any group works by which the group leaders or others will help to do that. But you are staying at this moment. The situation is not favorable for you to come to school. That's why I'm giving you some work for individual works. Write down the answer first, then you will match your answer with my answer. Okay, I think you have done. Now, match your answer with my answer. Jobs spent his entire career working for Apple. It's false. Is it? Which one is the correct answer? Jobs spent his entire career working not only for Apple. He has worked for other companies that we have seen in the from this very text, that he has worked in the next company also, and another figure animation company. So this is false answer. Correct answer will be Jobs did not spend his entire career working for Apple only. He became famous because he knew how to make computers and keep the buyers happy. It's true. He became the chairman of the Walt Disney Company. It is false. He became a member of the board of directors of the Walt Disney Company. He became the members of the board of directors. Okay. Jobs left Apple in 2001. This is also false. He left Apple in 1985. Jobs was a visionary. Of course, he was a visionary. He was the pioneer. He was the torchbearer. So I'm not going to give you any more tasks today, but I will give you some homework, and you have to write it of your own. Don't get any source of help from others, or your elders, or from your teachers. At first, you'll write something of your own, then you can check it. You can check it by your teachers or your elders, or from your parents. And if you can write in this way, every week, you have to write something of your own, and it will increase your free handwriting ability. So I'm going to give you some homework. For this reason, in 106, page number 106, you will sum questions section D, and I will ask you to write down the answer in your answer script or in your khatas, and then you will check your answer with from the text also. And I am giving you another homework. I will ask to write a letter to your friend about the contribution of Steve Jobs on ICT, on the sector of ICT. And I think after reading this text, all of you have a very clear idea about the contribution of Mr. Jobs, Steve Jobs, for this sector. He has made a revelation or a revolutionary changes in this field also. So I will ask you to write something about the contribution of Steve Jobs, and you will send it to your friend, okay, as an informal letter. So I'm at the end. I'm at the end of my class. At last, I will ask you to stay at home and stay safe. Don't go outside. If you go, please wear your mask and hand sanitize yourself every 30 minutes, and do your jobs. That is, as a student, your jobs is to read, to write. And so I hope and I believe all of you will stay home and enjoy your lesson. And I also hope that you have enjoyed my class also. And today, by saying this, I am going to finish my class. And at the end of the class, I am very grateful to Shikhak Batayon, our Ministry of Education, Ministry of Primary and Mass Education, and our to the DG of Secondary and Higher Education and NCTV. I have also taken some pictures from Google also. That's why I am also grateful to them. And thank you very much.